What's up, guys? Your boy Gerald back on the inside with another edition of Men's Fragrance and Fashion. And today it's all about Mancera Cedrat Boise versus Mancera Intense Cedrat Boise. So I know some guys, wondering, which one should I pick up, which one to go after if you don't have either, or even if you have the original one, you're wondering if picking up the second one would make sense, that kind of stuff. So we're going to deal with that very briefly in this video today. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Gerald and we discuss everything fragrance related on this channel. So if you enjoy content like that, make sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell so you'll be notified every time I put out a new video. So we're getting straight into it, guys. But of course, I have the original, the first Cedrat Boise. All right, beautiful fragrance. All right, we all know about it, so not gonna dilly-dally too long on this one. Lovely citrus, woods, vanilla. You have everything in here that we could have asked for in terms of a great fresh citrus fragrance. All right, so I also have Mancera Intense Cedrat Boise. I have a decant of it. I've had this decant for a good while. Probably like a year or for a good while, right? So I can't really see it, but right, this is like a 10 ml, and yeah, just have like dregs remaining in this this thing here right now. I've used so much, and lately I started using it even more because I know I wanted to to get this review done and so on. So guys, yeah, down to the last, and let me just tell you one time with Mancera Intense Cedrat Boise, the first thing I want you to know is that don't be fooled by the name. So it says Intense Cedrat Boise. This fragrance is no more intense than the original. Right? I'm giving you my honest thoughts, my honest opinion, and my honest experience with this fragrance. So it's no more intense than the original. Not sure why they give it that name. It kind of gives the wrong impression. First time I heard about it too, I thought that would have been the case. So just note that it's not more intense than the original. So that's the first thing. The second thing is in terms of the notes, it's more or less the same notes, but the intense version they added that agarwood, that oud. All right. So what is the difference really? Note-wise, that would be the main difference. And let me just say, these two fragrances, they smell very similar. So they didn't divert too much from the original like some flankers would do. So it has it, you spray this on, immediately it smells like Cedrat Boise, right? The original, you're not going to really pick up much differences right away, right? You will only pick up just a slight difference when it dries down. Instead of keeping that bright, zesty, invigorating citrus vibe throughout the fragrance like the original, this one dries down that's slightly different. Now, I mentioned the agarwood, the oud. The oud in here is not a dominant oud. It's not a oud that you could say, okay, wow, this fragrance is a oud fragrance, or it has oud in it. It's very subtle. So I think they added that just to give it a slight difference, but it's not like you're not going to pick up the oud in here, right? At least for me, I'm not picking it up. Not sure about others, but it's not a dominant oud that, it is like an anomalic Cedrat Boise. It's not like that. It's just there to kind of give the fragrance a different swing. So when you dry it down, again, it smells similar, but it's not as bright and zesty anymore as the original. It kind of leans a little more on the smooth side in terms of the dry down, but again, it still smells like Cedrat. It still has that Cedrat DNA. It's not much of a difference, guys, except that it's toned down a little different in terms of just, I'm going slightly on the smoother side. That's the best way I could describe it. So I don't think you need to have the two, if I'm being honest. In this case, you just need to pick one and stick with that. That's what I would recommend. So in my case, I would stick with the original Cedrat Boise because I just prefer this. I prefer the character and the personality of this one. It's more zesty, it's more invigorating. It has more of a bounce and more vibe to it throughout the life of the fragrance. This one has it as well, but it's toned down. It's toned down. It just leans a bit more smooth with the Cedrat Boise. So again, it's not much of a difference, but I would recommend that you sample the two of them, or if you have one, you sample one, and you determine which one you prefer. But again, it's not a big difference to say, well, I have to get the two, run out and get the two. No, it's not like that. That's my opinion basically with this one. So again, it's not more intense. It's actually a more tame version than the original. And two, the note breakdown and the personality, the DNA, the makeup, the composition is not much of a difference to say, well, you have to have the two, right? It's just slightly different in the dry down. And yeah, you're more or less, a person smelling off of you won't be able to like say, well, okay, I want the intense rather than the original. Again, the major difference would be that the original is way more zesty, way more on the citrus, fruity side. This one is a bit tamed down with a little bit smoother. So that's the major difference between the both of them. I'm not here to hype up anything or to try and convince you of anything. You smell the two guys, you determine. But for me, it's very similar. And out of the two, I still prefer the first one because it has a little more personality for me, right? Longevity, sillage, and so on. The original, the sillage and projection is better because it has that more zesty DNA. It kind of pops off the skin a bit more because of the citruses and so on. So the projection and sillage for me is better with this one. The other one, it sits a little closer in terms of the longevity. That one has been difficult for me to really determine exactly, but I think I would lean a bit more on the intense in terms of the longevity. It may stay a little longer because of the, probably a higher oil concentration, or probably just with the added oud and so on. It may stay a little longer, but this one projects much better for me. And again, you already have a fragrance that lasts in 8-9 hours here. I don't think you really need more than that with this type of DNA, this fresh DNA. So that's projection, sillage, longevity, and yeah, that's more or less it, right? That's more or less it. Price wise, well, you can see the difference in the price online and so on. But I just wanted to give you that quick breakdown in terms of comparing the two, and this is my experience with the two of them. So if you have the original and you're contemplating on getting the intense, again, sample it, see if it makes sense to you. If you have the two of them, let me know in the comments your opinion on it, if you think it's worth having the two of them or if you prefer one over the other. Let me know. And if you don't have any, sample the two of them and you decide. But for me, again, I would stick with the original Cedrat Boise. I just find it is a better fragrance in my opinion, right? In my opinion. All right, so that's it for today, guys. Again, let me know your thoughts and thanks for watching. If you know somebody who would be interested in this type of content, in terms of trying to determine what you want to go with, send this to them. Drop a like, smash that like button. I appreciate it. Thank you in advance. And of course, the link to our IG page, Men's Fragrance and Fashion Outlet page, it's in the description, so you can just click it there and it'll take you right to that page. All right, so I'll see you over there, guys. And yeah, that's more or less it for today. The outfit is a little different. I have a reason for that, guys. I have a reason for that. But yeah, we'll be back every week dropping videos for you guys. I hope this was helpful. And again, thanks for taking the time to check out this video. All right, so stay fresh, smell it best, and I'll catch you in the next video. So until then, I'm out. Take care. Peace.